Rep 4 too, so that's a good thing. My Berserker's a Rep 1 too. I think she looks kind of cool. Check her out, you know. Look, favorite one so far. I mean, he looks kind of cool. Black and white. The Age Revolves outfit. If you like it, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, and feel free to hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed, please feel free to do so. As you can tell, the Knights are losing big time in territories. The Vikings, excuse me, are basically obliterating everyone. The Samurai are way under 20, and the Knights are barely holding on to second. I've been working on this a little bit, working pretty well, and I'm going to kind of teach you on how to play this game. So I'm gonna go to alright, I'm gonna go free mode, and this is like the perfect way to like learn a new character. And for me, I'm going to learn my Shigoki. He's a level 4, but I really haven't fought as much, so I'm going to learn to play as him. And we'll see how things go from there. And I just love how the music is super mysterious and whoo and stuff like that. Well, folks, I'm sad to say that actually the Raider gang is actually now gone. We really don't talk anymore, unfortunately, but I will try to give you more and more better videos so that we can kind of do a little bit better. And I mean, and the good thing about this character is that he can just do whatever you need him to, you know. I mean, basically, if this is your kind of game, then this is the game you want to play, you know. And as you can see, I just got a massive thing that is great. Now this little feature right here is known as basically moving faster, and as you can see, it increases your speed tremendously. It's actually just a normal thing, you know. This is how to basically best explain on how to play as a Shigoki, which, in all honesty, for me, and whenever you do a execution like this, basically that little symbol means that they cannot get back up, so that's not really a big problem anymore. And if you're wanting to rack up some quick scoring stuff real quick, you can go like that. However, that little 4-star thing that I got earlier in the match has now dissipated, so and see, just by doing that alone, I have managed to basically annihilate the threat and still stay alive. Now, in my previous video, which I have not actually done one, I'm sorry to say, in quite a long time, and I'm very sorry for that. I really didn't explain much, so, and for that I am very, very sorry. I should have paid a lot more attention. Now, if you're in the middle of a fight and you're being outrun, and you're wanting to try and find a way to get free, then that's definitely a way to do so. Now, whenever your zone is under attack, you can go here and it will stay contested. And see, you keep doing that, and they will stay down longer. And this is just kind of a good way to kind of give you a little bit of a experience working with these characters. And see, that little attack right there is his zone attack. Now this little symbol right here is a shield. So basically, it's basically like another thing of a health that you can get. It does not go away until you've sustained enough damage to where that yellow bar right there on the screen goes away. Now watch. I cleared out so many enemies. And right now I am actually about to die, so let's try and get these. And like that, I'm dead. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. That's playing as Shigoki. Once again, not my best character, but that is beside the point, and we will definitely move farther with him as we go along. Now the game itself, when it first came out, it was great graphics. There were really not a lot of complaints. People enjoyed playing it, and they still do. It's just that you got a lot of newer games like Fortnite, which unfortunately I'm sorry to say I do not have. But if you would like me to start playing that, I will definitely try my best to get to it. Or if there's a new game that you would like me to try out, please feel free to leave a comment, and I will check the game out myself and try it out. Now, if you're ever wanting some quick steal, I'm going to show you something real quick that's going to be helpful to any newcomers to the game. Gear and stuff. See, like for my raider, everything's maxed out until I can get some new gear. But outside of that, everything's maxed out. And if you're wanting to upgrade it, let me show you a character that has not been fully upgraded. My Kinsei. Now, I'm not sure how I really feel about him. I may or may not change his look in the future. I'm not 100% positive. Anyway, alright. Whenever you're wanting to upgrade like their equipment or something like this is just a level 3. You see, so. Or if you're wanting to upgrade that, you can do that or do that. And if you're wanting to, we want to do that for that one. That's why I would move over. And there are some pieces of equipment to where you can actually change the look of it, you know, and make it look however you want to. And for me, my favorite character is actually my Orochi. And I think he looks kind of cool, but I'm going to kind of show you what he looks like in different outfits. If I can find it, I will definitely try and show it to you. I'm not sure if I can. If I can find it, I'll show you. If not, then we'll just have to play it by ear. I don't think he has the Age of Wolves outfit. If he did, I would have definitely put it on him by now. But these are all the different kinds of things you can get for him. I'm actually thinking about getting that for him soon. I'm not sure when, but I'm definitely thinking about getting that for him. That actually looks pretty cool. That actually looks like something I'd put on him. And and if you don't have the season pass, that's okay, because if you're wanting to, like, I don't know, add on more interesting characters to your repertoire, you can go down here, and as you can see, I don't have any of these guys because I don't have enough steel as shown next to my emblem. As a matter of fact, if I can just figure out how to do that, I'll be more than happy to show you. Let me profile. Nope, it doesn't show it. thought it would, but apparently it will not. But hey, that is okay. It won't hurt us one bit. Now, okay, well, this is basically the best way to show you. The best way to get steel is to, or the quick, easy way without going through a whole domination match. You can go to a brawl, and I'll kind of show you on how that goes. Now, unfortunately, a lot of my friends aren't really on right now, and unfortunately, I'm probably getting ready to be getting off here in a little bit because I'm going to be going out and helping out my preacher with some stuff tomorrow. But I will definitely try to be on tomorrow and later on during the following days. It just depends. And of course, we are no longer the Raider Nation. We are still working on names. Excuse me real quick. Folks, looks like someone pulling down my driveway, and I'm wondering why. So excuse me for one moment, folks. I am terribly sorry about this. Okay, I'm back, folks. I'm terribly sorry for that interruption. I think they were just turning around, so that's not really a big issue. Okay, and as you can see, we are teamed up with a peacekeeper. We are teamed up with a CJ 296005. We are facing a gladiator who's being played by Skull Rider 547, who actually has a swastika as a emblem, which I do not approve of, but everyone has their own favorite, so let them do their own thing. Ah, okay. Well, that's a little problem, but we can try and fix that later. Mistakes happen, so it's okay. I tell you what. Let's see if anyone's on. If they are, then we'll play with them. If not, then we will have to deal with that later. However, unfortunately, it does not look like anyone else is on. I wish they were. I'm going to try and find out what all is going on. Oh, a couple of my good friends are on. I'm going to try and talk to them. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm a bro. Hey guys, I'm doing a live broadcast.
Bro. Hey Hunter, guess what I'm gonna do?
Another
you know what I'm gonna do, Hunter.
Another one.
I
It's
stole
only
your
one.
shit, Hunter. I'm stealing your shit.
Okay, you know, I'm placing
Hunter,
I'm placing it at another spot. So we have 3 so far.
Whoops! Oh, I almost killed myself.
Right here.
Alright, folks, I am terribly sorry. I meant to do this earlier.
God.
As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to leave my group real quick so that I can, so y'all can properly hear me. And I'm going to return to them, I may or may not. Okay, so, this is the whole thing. On one little section you have your knights, the faction over the knights. You have the warden, which is basically your most basic character of all. Your conqueror, which is like your heavy unit. He's a medium difficulty. your warden's very easy to play as. And you have a assassin known as the Peacekeeper. This character is only a female, and the Lawbringer is exclusively a male. You have the Centurion, who is a hybrid, who can basically fight however way you want them to, and both him and the Lawbringer are very hard to play as. And surprisingly, the knights have two assassins, your Peacekeeper and your Gladiator. And also, you have the Shaman for the Vikings, the Highlander, Valkyrie, Berserker, Warlord, and Raider. And once again, they are in different classes. See, for the top, you have Vanguards, you have your Heavies, you have your Assassins, you have your Hybrids, Assassin, Hybrid, Assassin, Hybrid. See, and one character I do not like to fight against is the Aramusha, and that's just because he's so quick. But he does look kind of cool, so we will definitely try to fight him later on. Well, folks, I'm going to try and end this video as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and broadcast whenever my internet connection is a little bit better, but we will definitely try to finish up within our 20-minute mark and go from there. Anyway, these are the samurai, which actually in history they have actually managed to take a lot of real lifetime warriors that were basically long ago ancient warriors. Like, this is your basic knight, basically. He's basically, if you were looking for a Camelot, this would be like a palace guard or something. He's like a royal guard, like a police, I guess. I'm not sure. Basically, the head honcho, I guess you could say, like he's like an executioner, I guess. The interesting thing about the Centurion is, folks, is that the Centurion is actually based on a ancient Roman warrior. Now, whenever someone was a Centurion in the Roman military, they were a high-ranking fighter, and they were shown respect and given honor throughout the entire empire. Now, the gladiator, of course, in Roman times was actually just basically a entertainer of the masses, and they would basically put on shows, killing animals, killing slaves, killing other gladiators, and if the emperor, after a fight, gave the person a thumbs up, that meant keep them alive. And so the winning gladiator would not kill them, but they would gain glory and honor. But if the emperor put his thumb down, that would actually mean send them to the underworld. And so then, therefore, the winning gladiator would then kill the loser and still get just as much honor and glory, and they would then be able to take part of the gear of the gladiator that they killed, and then wear it as a symbol of their conquerings. Now, when it comes to when I think of the shinobi, when I first see it, I think of like how people automatically see a ninja, because back during the ancient times of ancient China and ancient Japan, these were basically your modern day ninjas. They were quick, quiet, agile, and basically able to deal large amounts of damage to enemy forces before they could be spotted. And the Orochi's kind of the same way, but they are kind of meant to be seen, but yet they're not meant to be seen. And when I see these guys, I think of like a butcher that just got mad and started killing things, and he started to enjoy it. I don't know. Now, when it comes to the Nabushi, it makes me think of like a woman in ancient Asia being rebellious and actually wanted to fight in the military, so therefore she would cover up her face to kind of try and hide the fact that she is a woman, and so that she could fight in the military. Now, the amazing thing is about the samurai is that the kinsei can actually be versatile. You have your males and your female. The male looks a lot more grotesque and big, while the female looks, I mean, just as grotesque, but not as vicious. But the amazing thing is about the Orochi is that you see how I'm going to try and show you the difference as best as possible, folks. For the Orochi, the male is kind of bigger and broader, and the female, she's a lot more slim, but yet just has much armor. Now I'm trying to think of a character that is... Oh yeah, and there's your Nabushi. Well, for the Nabushi, it's exclusively one gender, excuse me, and it's the female, and that's basically them being nice and doing that up. And I'm trying to think of another character that. All right, and for your Valkyrie, it's exclusively a woman. See, look, I'll even show you. See, look, I can't move over to the male, but look at her. I mean, I haven't even really worked on her, and I think she looks kind of cool, but that's just me. And the Peacekeeper, of course, wears a mask, so she's basically a assassin, basically going on quiet missions for like the king or something like that, and killing rivals of the throne, and killing generals that got out of line and decided to try and fight back against the king. Now, the Conqueror is actually a very interesting character unto themselves, because like the Warden and the Orochi and the Kinsei, they can be dual-gendered. You got the male that is a lot more buff and kind of more chunky, and then you have your female, which is a lot smaller, but yet just as cool. Trying to think. Well, might as well look. Your Lawbringer, I think, is only male, so you cannot switch that. However, if you could, I think that'd be awesome. That's just me. I'm not so sure about the Gladiator or the Centurion or the Highlander or the Shaman. I think you can switch the Aramush. I'm not 100% positive. If you know, please feel free to leave a response, and I will definitely look at it. And the Warden is also a two-gendered character. You have your male, which, you know, looks pretty cool, spikes on his arms. This little design actually took me a little bit to find and perfect, but once I got it down, it was pretty much golden. The female looks just as cool, and she has a little braid going down the back, and she looks just as beastly. Oh, it's my good friend Yak. He's also a good For Honor player. I'm probably not going to be able to accept his request to join, but if I could, I definitely would. Unfortunately, I cannot change the look, and if I could, I probably would. And see, look, you can actually change the look of the armor. So you can go from having spikes on the shoulder to that, or just nothing entirely. Now, I unfortunately have, but you can change their blade, you can change their helmet. As a matter of fact, I will gladly, I guess I can't. Okay, well, if you wanted to, and you had the ability to, you could actually change the look of the helmet on your warden. The Raider, I actually just remembered, is, I'm not mistaken, two-sex character. I'm not. Yeah, okay, they are. Once again, the female, a lot more sunk in, and the male is a lot more chunky. But yet, I just love the amount of work they put into the graphics, showing kind of a lot of battle damage on each character, showing on how they've kind of seen some action. The Shigoki, I think, is the only male character. I did not mean to press that button. Yes, that's the only. That's a male only character. The Orochi, which I'm actually gonna kind of show you something. These are ornaments that I have. You have the fireball, which kind of looks pretty cool, actually. I've never actually really noticed that. You have Grudge and Glory. Love Eternal. That's actually a free one that we got for Valentine's Day. Tidal Wheel? Yeah, Tidal Wheel, which I've had that for a while. And you have the Kabuki. And as you look down the list further and further, you have others that that if I want to, I could actually buy a couple of these right now if I wanted to. That's actually one I would not mind actually buying, in all honesty. There's another one on here that I've actually been wanting to go after for a while, but I cannot seem to find it. Where is it? Where is it? That was actually a pretty cool one. That's actually a really, really cool one. I would definitely end up buying that if I could. Ooh, I'm gonna see if I can actually get that outfit real quick. I'm gonna go Mythic, the Pit Viper, Demon Gate. Oh no, I can't. Damn it. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry for cussing. I try. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool looking design. You have Fiercely Fast. House Champion, Tiger Bloom, and Shattered Crystals. And also, folks, I just happened to remember I also play Final Fantasy, so if you play that game and you would actually like to see me play it, then I will definitely go into that, and basically feel free to try and help me out. If you see something that I have forgotten, please feel free to tell me. And these are some of the ones I can buy. There's actually one I really want to get. I can basically get all. I can own all these by getting the season, by getting the Fiercely Fast mythic outfit. You got the Jade Crystals, Butterflies, which looks kind of cool. Cherry Blossom looks kind of cool. I've had that one for a while. I mean, you got so many different ones. That's basically your stereotypical rainbow, but you can add different effects. Now, if you're in a family and your parents see you playing this and they tell you that it's entirely too violent, please, I cannot stress this enough. Please obey your parents' wishes and do not play this game, because it is a violent game. However, if you wanted to, you could actually turn off those settings, and I'm actually going to try and show you how to do that. Let's try and see. Okay, here's how you do it. Display. Here we go. Okay. No, that's not it. That's not it. How about user interface? Game mode. Get. No. Okay. If your parents do not like you playing a game that shows a lot of severed heads and things like that, and blood and gore, then you can go. I'll re-show you. You can. Here's your basically your multiplayer menu right here, right here, and you press circle to go to the main menu. You go to you don't go to customize or store or social. You go to user interface. You go all the way to user interface right here, okay? And if you have to, you can start at the top and go all the way down to gameplay blood effects tips. Enable or disable the visual display of gameplay blood from gameplay dismemberments or decapitations. Basically, let's say you're you win a fight and you're going for a execution and you don't want to see blood. Boom, you can get rid of that. If you want to and you're in the middle of a fight, you can, and you are going for a execution and one of your executions just happens to involve a severed head, then that will and you turn that off, boom, you can easily just turn that off. Now the rest of these I'm not sure about. I've really actually never tried them out, and I'm actually going to see on how that actually does with the executions now. I'm not sure if that will affect it or not. I'm not 100% positive. See, yeah, it's yeah, see I'm going to show you the difference. Although I'm not sure if you saw it, but we are going to cover our basics anyway, so that we don't have parents coming on here and saying that that we're calling for you to like blood and violence, because I'm not trying to force anyone to like things like this, but if you want to see it and stuff, you go back to the same menu and you go to gameplay blood effects, and if you want to see it, boom, turn it on and you'll see it. And if you want to see the dismemberments, you turn that on. And just to show you, I'm going to go to my heroes, go to my Orochi, go to customize, okay, and you go to your abilities right here, and then you go down to executions. You have choke on this, and that basically shows them being stabbed in the throat. Excessive force, basically it basically explains itself. Clean kill, basically you dismember their head. Kneel for me, decapitation, death from above. That's actually kind of a cool one. Overkill. Toro, kind of like you're working with a bull, you know. Toro, you know. Ancient bowing, normal thing. And that one's basically, I mean, there's different effects, you name it, you can definitely get your hands on it. I'm going to try and do a match to where you can actually see me in a fight. And if you think I'm doing something stupid and you want to laugh at it, please feel free to do so. I'm always just on here to try and make people laugh and definitely have them basically try and help them have a better day. And if there's something that I say that offends you, please feel free to tell me. I do not want to offend anyone on here. I am a family-friendly, religion-friendly, whatever you are. I'm a friendly person. I do my best to not offend anybody. And if I do offend you, I am terribly sorry. I do not mean to. I'm just trying to create friends on here and start up my YouTube channel. Even though I know many people haven't watched it, but Lord willing, if all goes well, people will start pouring in, and I will be able to definitely have more of a relationship. I mean, more of a connection with a fellow YouTubers than just trying to get them to watch my videos. Now, unfortunately, he took the one character I was actually going to try and go for, but hey, that is okay, because we can work on another character entirely. Like my Shigoki. We're going to work on him. And I'm probably going to call it a night after this night, after this fight, folks. And as a matter of fact, if you like what you see, please feel free to like it and subscribe. And I'm actually ready to create a Facebook page for my YouTube stuff, and definitely go from there. Okay, so we basically have a Nobushi and a Shigoki versus a Orochi and a Gladiator, and that Gladiator, I'm actually proud to say that thing actually looks pretty cool. And he's actually probably put a lot of work into him, because that actually looks pretty cool. I am not gonna lie. And I love the super serious voice thing. That's actually one thing I kind of find cool. And as you can see, I just got my butt handed to me, but that is okay. And that's actually another thing that I will definitely try to teach you in future battles is how different player. See, now that was a good fight. Everyone fought hard. Unfortunately, the better team won. But hey, this is a family-friendly game. There's no reason for people having a bad attitude while playing it. And if you feel like you're about to rage or say something wrong or about to cuss someone out on here, please try and refrain from doing that. Try to keep this game as clean and as friendly as possible. And see, look, dead, killed him, execution. GG, GG, GG.
Defeat.
GG, man. GG. As you can tell, I'm not the best when it comes to this character, but hey, that is okay. That is why it's called training. Well, folks, I'm going to actually call it a night. This is lwdominator signing off. Once again, please feel free to hit that like button and leave a comment, and please feel free to hit that subscribe button. This is lwdominator talking to all the fellow gamers and fantasy game lovers and all that other good stuff. Speaking to all my other crazy wacko honorable players, signing off saying good night, and don't, and to quote myself, when you're going through life, use my favorite quote of all time: I am stronger than my strongest excuse. Thank you folks, and have a good night. Bye.